What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Call of Cthulhu. My name is Splattercat. Very, very happy to have you here today. It's time for us to do some horror spooky stuff. It is the season of scares, after all. I've been on, like, a horror kick lately. I don't know. I've watched, like, The Conjuring, the Friday the 13th movies, Purge movies, the Saw movies. This month has just been, like, a giant glut. Is that the right word? Either way. It has been a gluttonous exchange of horror movies over at my house. I've been nonstop binge-watching horror movies. Right now I'm doing The Haunting of Hill House. Kind of creepy. Kind of a creepy show. I watch a lot of horror movies, and that's a pretty spooky show. So anyways, this is a Call of Cthulhu. Hopefully we'll dig deep down into the mythos and find out that there's maybe a octopus monster that really doesn't want us to continue being so rad in the early 1900s. Let's dive on in. Apparently, I've been in the game for all of 8 seconds, and I'm already a verified shark murderer. You know, there's a shortage of sharks out there in nature. We probably shouldn't be murdering them. Just a little piece of advice. They're a valuable part of the ecosystem. I got your back, dead shark. I got your back, death shark. All right, let's go over here and, like, see what's going on. Apparently, there's a very weird haze, a pall, as it were, over my vision. Why is it so steamy down in here? Was it like a hot day or something? I don't know. Everything's all steamy and green. It's like an episode of Ozark. Alright, well, let's keep going forward. Oh, look, they've murdered even more sharks. Somebody doesn't like the underwater ecosystem. So I can crouch through there. Obviously, this is going to be locked, right? Yep. I was going to open that door, but I'm just kidding. I'm just jerking your chain. Let's go back down this way, because that's obviously where it wants me to go. That location looks far too spooky, so I'm going this way towards the large edifice of wax. Oh, that one's chained up too. Never mind, I let my chain hang low, hang low, hang low. I get my seat laid back, laid back. You must light up some objects in order to... Can I pick up this, like, over here? Can I pick up the candle and then come back over here and light it? I mean, just grab a handful of wax. You could, like, put it on your shoulders and then, like, light it. Probably won't be good for the earlobes, but you might be able to make it work. Oh, cool. I've got a lantern. Yay. So I guess I can't pick stuff up. Oh, we got a bolt cutter. Yeah, that'll probably do it. Doesn't look like a bolt cutter, though. It looks like, actually, it just looks like tongs. I don't know any bolt cutter I've ever... Oh, my God. There's a shark out there. Okay, Jaws. Calm down with the butt. I'm going to go back this way. I don't want to find out. I don't mess with sharks, man. There are very few things in life that I'm afraid of. But the things that I'm afraid of, airline flying and sharks, that would be the two big ones for me. That's pretty incredible, those blunt bolt cutters, like those blacksmith's tongs, got that gate open. Sort of surprises me.
In my wake, pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Alright, so apparently somebody had a THX system installed inside the cave just to spook me out. It's kind of unnecessary, like I don't need orc voices ringing in the back of my ears when I'm trying to get my investigation done. What happens if I clip this right here? They lead the same place? I bet you they do. Let's go through here, and yep, they lead to the same place. That's about what I figured. That's about what I figured there, Roger, Roger. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to head on down the stairs. And there appears to be some kind of inflamed potion. Oh, look, there's a killer whale over here, although I suppose it's exchanged its R for a D and become a killed whale. Do killer whales really have tongues that are that big? That's a sizable tongue, man. They got me out here like, I'm gonna have to Google like killer whale tongues after this episode. Do sharks even have tongues? Or is it just killer whales? Like, why do killer whales have tongues but sharks don't? Do sharks have tongues? I don't think that they do. That's like one of those weird questions, like if you can't remember if your friend has a mustache or not. Do sharks have tongues? I'm gonna have to Google that too, man.
You have been chosen.
What have I been chosen for? Is it cuddles and cookies? Because, you know, I do enjoy cuddles and cookies. I bet it's not cuddles and cookies.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey.
Yeah, blame it on the whiskey, bro. I wanna sing a song to ragtime music now. Let's go ahead and kill that right now. And what is that? We got like a little notebook.
I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Alright, so the doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep the memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different and unknown. They seem to surface from the unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? You better hit that whiskey. That's what I'm talking about. This will affect your death, like Clementine will remember this? Okay. Apparently this will affect my destiny. Yo, do I have tattoos? As far as I understand, that wasn't really like socially acceptable back in the early 1900s.
I wonder why I still take these things.
The doctors prescribed them to me when I returned from the war. They swore that they would put an end to the nightmares, but for now, the effect has been wearing off. Yo! Phone etiquette. I was born in the 80s. I remember when phones didn't have answering machines. And the rule of thumb was, if it rings 6 times, hang up. That was the rule that I was taught by my parents. 6 rings is an acceptable amount of time where if they're not home, you hang up the phone. But if you let it ring more than 6 times, you're an asshole. Let's go back over here.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed the case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. Yeah, it sounds good to me, man. Sometimes you gotta blackmail them,
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Okay.
I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Apparently, we are from Wentworth Agency. Should I answer the phone? I don't know, man. It's gonna be like a spooky zombie guy. I don't want to do it.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay. So I've got points that I can allocate around into various things. We have 8 CP right now. So the stats that we have, they are spot, hidden, eloquence, strength, medicine, occultism, and psychology. I'm gonna go with eloquence, I think. Eloquence sounds like a oh, you gotta dump hella points. Oh, I see. So I thought that I was just gonna level that up, but you gotta put a bunch of points into that thing before it finally hits the next level. I like talky characters, so I'm gonna be a talky character. I'm also gonna learn something about occultism. It seems like a smart idea to me if we're going to be in a game about the occult to know something about the occult. Apparently, I've got strength, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. Like, I've heard that there's no combat in this game.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Are you just gonna like hang out here and stare over my shoulder with your gold-plated tie while I'm trying to work? Making me very uncomfortable, sir. What is this over here?
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
A shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36 in Darkwater. The police report says that the fire started in a dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? Then there's a press cutting, an article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. Okay. Guess we gotta take a look at this guy's, like, Crayola art scrawlings over here.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
You know, I'll be honest, I haven't seen any cash change hands here, so as a private investigator, like, I don't work for you, man. Like, until you pay me money, I don't know, I'm gonna need to see a little bit of that scratch.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Okay, so like, where did they live at?
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
I must do nothing. I'm not even contracted right now. Like I said, it's going to take a couple of C notes.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Okay. Well, we've done all the prompts, and we didn't really unlock anything or get any CP or anything else like that, so...
To understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Like, how far on a bender can I take this thing? Because obviously I can interact with the whiskey glass again. So, like, how trashed and destroyed can I get before the game basically says you lose? I'm kind of curious about it. Seems like one of those things for a throwaway playthrough, though. We've only had, like, one sip of the whiskey. Where's this book at? We're supposed to... Is that it? The Learning of Medicine. A dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. The first volume lists all the illnesses known in the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatments. Okay. So I found a medicine book. Oh, and that gave me XP. Nice. Okay, so the medicine and occult skills can only be improved by objects found in the environment.
I used to be an avid reader.
Yeah, but not anymore. Not anymore. Not since the book-related library accident. It hurts too much. My wife, she's gone now. The library accident, I can't read. Never again.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century. It is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or dream god? Nobody really knows. But today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Where does that door go right there? Does it go to the toilet? It's got a curtain over it. What goes inside that room? I am curious. I desire to know, Nerdcastle, and it bothers me that I can't walk through that door. I want to walk through it. I suppose now we leave for Darkwater.
Almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Yeah, this place seems super welcoming. Kind of stinks of warpstone and everything else. I don't like it. This seems like kind of like the back alleys of Mordheim. I don't like it at all. We'll find out more about that in the next episode. Thank you for stopping on by for Call of Cthulhu. My name is Splattercat. Really happy to have you. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button. Helps out more than you know. Aside from that, if you wanted to get the game for yourself and explore Darkwater all by your lonesome, I've got a link for you down below. See y'all later. Thanks for stopping by, and hi to everybody.